Welcome to the Ferrum Panthers Coaches Show. My name's Dave Newcombe. I'll be your host. I'm happy to have a couple of wrestlers with me, the head wrestling coach, Nate Yetzer, and Damon Minor. Damon's a 157-pounder. And Damon, tell us where you're from and a little bit about yourself, your major, what you're studying.
I'm from Norfolk, Virginia. I went to Lake Taylor High School. I started wrestling in 9th grade, and then by 11th grade, I kind of fell in love with the sport, and I knew I wanted to wrestle in college. I'm a psychology major. That's pretty much it.
Good. And you're a sophomore here at Ferrum?
Yes.
Good. So you started with the program then, and you're a pioneer, and you can look back on this time as a good time. So we had quite a tournament last week.
Right.
Tell us about that tournament a little bit, Coach.
We went up to York, Pennsylvania for the New Standard York Invitational. Great. Every year it's one of the top tournaments, Division III tournaments in the country. And this year I wanted to really up our schedule and wrestle a lot of Division III schools.
Yeah.
Last year we didn't wrestle a ton of Division III schools, and I think in the end of the year it may have hurt us a little bit. So this year it's mostly all Division III schools. Great tournament. I think there were 6 or now 7 teams in the top 25 at the tournament, and 2 teams in the top 10 that were at this tournament. And, we didn't meet expectations, but it's part of it, and we just gotta get better as a team. And it's never as bad as you think it is, and it's never as good as you think it is. So we just gotta get back to work and fix some mistakes. There's a couple glaring mistakes that I think if we fix, we could turn 3 out of every 4 matches around, to wins. So and give ourselves a better chance of winning. So overall, I think our guys wrestled hard. For whatever reason, we just didn't wrestle very well. We weren't very sharp, and that happens. So.
Damon, it seems like Coach is building a program here and raising the bar this year, not just to field a wrestling team, but to be a national power. How does that feel to be a team that wants to pursue and become a national power in wrestling? What do you think?
Well, for me, it's kind of fun because in high school, I didn't come from a very good program.
Right.
And a lot of the training I had to do was on my own stuff. I had to research on my own, but now I can look at Coach to come up with stuff, to help us get better, to help me get better. So it's good.
Yeah. At this level, in Division III in college, it's really different than high school, as you well know. And talk about your training. You really have to be dedicated, don't you?
Yeah, you got to be dedicated. You could just get through the stuff that we do, but if you really push yourself, the results will be there. And I think we got a lot of freshmen like Nick Rodriguez, for example.
Right.
He worked real hard, and it shows when he wrestled, when he go out and wrestle. So
he's the 197 from Jersey. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's fun. I know. I walk in the cafeteria a lot of times, or see you guys in different places on campus, and you're together and hanging out and eating together and enjoying each other's company. Is there a camaraderie there? You have feel good with your teammates?
Yeah, we all have a strong bond together. I think mostly because there's stuff that we have to do together. I feel like sometimes we get mad at each other during the training, but at the end of the day, we all tight because we know there's not a lot of people that would do the stuff that we do.
No, there's not. And Coach, you're raising the bar, trying to build a national caliber team. That's what it seems like when you're wrestling these teams. And to talk about the tournament, we're going to have final exams. Are you ready for those?
Yes, sir.
Do you have one today?
I got one today at 3 o'clock.
Okay. So you're up early. You can go back and study. And I guess during finals, they're pretty much they study, right?
Right. Yep. There's kind of the time, kind of starting today, the time where they. I think some guys had a final yesterday too, but today's kind of the start of the finals. And guys, this is kind of what you see what the guys are all about, and if they're willing to do stuff on their own. You know what I mean? If I go over there and there's nobody, that room's quiet and cold over there the whole day, that's not a good sign. Because even though it's finals week, there's 24 hours in a day. So you can find time to work out. And for us, we're so young, we need it. Our guys are so young that they're not going to get burned out. They don't need too many days off because they can recover so quickly. So.
Well, when you're wrestling 5 matches, 6 matches in a day, you better be in shape, and that's what you did last week, right? You lost in overtime in your first match, and in a tournament like that, the wrestle back, people don't understand. You had to win 5 matches in a row, right? In the same day. And this is college. It's longer periods. I mean, it's a longer time to be out on the mat.
Right.
So it's brutal.
It's a grind, that's for sure. So he definitely took the long way back.
But it's a lot of, when you lose that first one, you got to take and that was a tough one to lose. So, yeah. So now, we have finals. We'll be done with finals. And then December 20, we go down to Nashville.
Yep.
To the Boots
Gator Boots
duels.
Yep.
One of the best in the country.
Yeah, it's one of the best dual meet, format tournaments. Not really a tournament, just we just duel different teams. And,
right.
We have 4 dual meets. I think first we wrestle Elmhurst, which is a top 25 team in the country, and then
they're like 11 or something like that.
No, I think they're a little lower than that. Okay. But most of their good guys will come back second semester.
Yeah.
They get a lot of transfers second semester, so now's a good time to wrestle them. And then I think after that we have Luther, who's I think number 7th or 8th in the country. Yeah, and they got their whole team ranked in the top 10 in the country, so they're really balanced team, really good team. And then you got and then I think we come back and wrestle Loris, who they just moved up. I think they're like 8th or 9th in the country now, and they got another solid team. Returning national champion at heavyweight, and then the final match of the day is against Heidelberg, which is always always a solid team.
Right.
And they were drifting around 20 to 25th team in the country. So at first we had 3 ranked teams. Now we have all 4 of them ranked in the top 25. So, but I think if we put our best team out there, I think we can compete with those guys, and we can.
Yeah. Sure.
Absolutely. I mean, none of those teams are unbeatable. To be honest with you, and I think a lot of those team style matches up better with us, and what our strengths are. So I'm excited to get out there and see what we have here.
Now, how many guys will you take out there?
We're going to take 2 teams. So we're going to have a Ferrum number 1, Ferrum number 2 team. And the Ferrum number 2 team is going to be mostly freshmen. And it's going to be guys that just get extra mat time. They'll get 2 matches in. I think they wrestle Alma up in Michigan. Their second team. And then Loris' second team as well, too.
Yeah, I saw that they had some B teams coming.
Yep. So. I mean, I want to go 6-0. I mean, I want to go 6-0 up there, but we're out to fight. So
and that'll be a fun trip for you to go to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City.
Yep.
Hopefully the weather will be decent. And
a
little warmer, and so that. Have you ever been to Tennessee or been around much?
I think we went to Tennessee once last year.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You went there last year, so you were part of.
We're on the other side of the state this time.
You were part of that. Yeah,
that's about 8-hour drive.
Yeah, that's a long way down on the across the Mississippi River. Yeah, that'll be a trip.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I wish you a lot of luck in that and luck in your finals.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So we're going to have some powerhouse teams that will wrestle, and it'll be a real measuring stick for Ferrum College and see where we are and see what we need to do and all the hard work we see all over campus doing drills and exercise and see how you do. So one of the things that wrestling does that not everybody does is that you'll be here some over the Christmas break. You'll go home for a little while for Christmas, come back, and January 3rd, that's the Nashville.
No, December 20th.
Okay, right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
January
20th.
3rd, we go up to Stafford, Virginia, and wrestle. There's a big high school tournament, the Battlefield Duels.
Right.
And then in between sessions, we're going to wrestle McDaniel College, which
Okay.
they've really improved too this year. I mean, they're a pretty good team. So we got to be ready to go. So
Yeah, McDaniel out of Maryland.
Out of Maryland, yep.
Yeah, that'll be a test.
Good test for us.
Sure,
yes, absolutely. Yep.
Sure. So we want to go 6-0 after the Nashville, the Boots duel, and then we go up to the battlefield.
Yep. And then after that we have Virginia duels, which is always a great one. So once we get back from Christmas break, we get rolling. One weekend after another.
So when you're up there with McDaniel, there are a lot of high school teams. You'll be able to recruit.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yep. Virginia duels too, so it's kind of nice.
Virginia duels is recruiting.
Together, so.
Yeah. Now, will there be some Norfolk schools at the Virginia duels?
Probably not. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's usually some. Yeah.
Nate, is there anybody out there you want to say hello to? You got your family. You got a new addition to the family, Ethan.
Yep.
And then you got the twins.
Yep. Just happy holidays to all of our fans and to my family in particular. And we're looking forward to the second semester.
All right. And anybody you want to say hello to, or maybe your teammates?
Just Ferrum wrestling supporters, the Ferrum college students. Merry Christmas.
Right.
Happy holidays.
Right. And I'd like to say happy holidays to my lovely wife, Pat. And thanks to Gary Holden, who puts this show together and works so hard to bring Ferrum Athletics together. Now, next week we'll have a couple of guys. We'll have the new interim swim coach, and he'll be with us, and A.J. Smith. And then also head women's basketball coach Brian Harvey. He'll be with us, so we'll have a good show next week, and then we'll take a little Christmas break. And again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everyone. This is Dave Newcombe saying so long.